Hello everyone, welcome back to Old Iron Farm Toys. Today we're going to be taking a look at my Ford 8870 and then my New Holland 8770. So these are both the same tractor, pretty much, other than their different model numbering. And you might be wondering, why does one say New Holland and one say Ford? Good question. So, I believe it was it was like the middle of the 80s. It was like 1985, 1986. Somewhere in there, Ford and New Holland worked together to just kind of have one big partnership with each other, I guess, whatever you want to say. So, New Holland built the hay equipment, and then Ford built the tractors, obviously. Well, and then Ford wanted to focus more on their vehicles, their cars and trucks, stuff like that. Then they sold their ag side to New Holland. So these two tractors, so this is a earlier model right here, and then this New Holland is a later model because it is New Holland. It would have been after the time New Holland bought out Ford. So Ford sold to New Holland. And it kind of makes me wonder, what would have happened if Ford never sold their agriculture side? Would they have kind of quit doing it? Or what do you think they would have done? Do you think they would have produced tractors still? Or do you think they would have gotten more hay equipment? Do you think that they would have started making combines if they never were sold to New Holland? Let me know, what do you think down below in the comment section. So first we'll take a look at the older model, which is the 8870. This is a pretty nice tractor here. I got it at Burn Up's Equipment quite a few years ago. And one thing I do like about it is that your front end steers, so you can actually have a steerable front end. Like you can make it turn out of your driveway or something on your farm display. So I think that is pretty cool that this one does have a steerable front end. These are getting harder to find, though, these Ford tractors. So if you see one that you're like, you know how to do, I'd recommend picking it up. These are getting harder to find for some reason. I don't know why. When I was at 100 years horsepower, they had a couple of these there, wanting $25-$30 for them. So, and I think I paid about $10-$15 for it quite a few years ago. And then this one does have the Ford Motors Company because it is licensed by Ford. It does have Ford's name on there. And it does also have the Ford logo on the front as well with your headlights and then a nice big set of front weights. Now we have our exhaust pipe up here. This one did get dropped really bad, and then I don't like when that happens, but it's got a paint damage right there. I did accidentally drop it. Front tires on it look okay. Then your rear tires are the same tires that are actually on the New Holland CR 8.90 that I have. And then Ford 8870 logo on there. We got your steps going up into the cab. The cab is not the best detailed cab, but I mean it does have all your controls off to the side. Got your steering wheel in there. We don't have any headlights on the top of the cab, which we do have some on the back as well as some flashers. And then your 3-point, or not 3-point, your hitch on the back. So this one would be a really cool one to put a 3-point on. I think it would be really, really cool. And then last October, when my grandpa bought the 7700 John Deere Combine, there was the old guy that was retiring. He actually had one of these old 70 series, I believe it was a New Holland. It was like an 80, I believe it was just like this, but it was 4-wheel drive. So, but it was pretty rough. I mean, it was pretty, it didn't want to start. So, this one is the 77, or the 8770. So this one is another really cool. I do like this one because it is 2-wheel drive and really good baling tractors. What this would be. And on the front there, we got the New Holland logo on the front. And then your headlights as well as your front weights, which do look pretty good. Your front tires on this one are pretty good. This one would be a really nice baling tractor for round baling. Have it on a newer New Holland round baler. And then we also do have the, sorry about that, the exhaust pipe here, which could be better, could be worse. And like I said, these are pretty much the same casting. Ertl just did a few things different on this one. They put front-wheel drive on this one, four-wheel drive. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing that they did on this was add front-wheel drive. This one does have more details, so the vehicle triangle, and then your flashers. But this one is nicer condition. This one was my dad's. But I really do think this one is really cool. I do really like the New Hollands. So we do have where your headlights would be on the back fenders there. We got top of your cab, and then your hitch, and then your PTO guard right there. The back tires on this one are pretty good too. These are really nice back tires. So I'll get a few implements to put on both these tractors, and so stay tuned. Okay, got some hay equipment, and got a grain drill here. Put it on the disc spine, cutting some hay. That looks pretty good. We also do have one of my favorite round balers. That's my real favorite round baler I have is my 50 years, the yellow chase unit, but I don't want to get that one out of the packaging for a couple of minutes. Just have to fight it to put it back in. Now, we're about four-wheel drive for this one on duals, baling big squares. That's pretty good looking setup. And then we have the grain drill here, the John Deere grain drill on the two-wheel drive, and we can also throw it on the four-wheel drive. So, yeah, there you guys have some implements that look pretty good on these two tractors. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think. If New Holland or Ford never would have sold their agriculture side to New Holland, do you think they would have kept making tractors, or do you think that they would have stopped making them and just kind of focused on their vehicles more, or do you think they would have made more stuff like hay equipment and harvesting equipment, stuff like that? So let me know down below which one do you think. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.